Well, hey there kids, it's your good buddy, Uncle Ben, and one of the most fun things about being me is having great hair and cute puppy dogs. But another one of the big perks is getting asked to do gigs in a variety of different genres. But is there one amp I can rely on no matter what the occasion? We're going to find out today and put the new SYN-20 head by Synergy to the test. Let's get the technical specs out of the way first, that way we can start mashing some rope a little bit more sooner. The SYN-20 head from Synergy is an all-tube 20-watt EL84 powered 3-channel head. Channel number 1 is the built-in clean tone, it's like just a good clean American style sound. And then channels 2 and 3 are going to depend on whatever module you select, whether that be the classic British chime of the Morgan designed AC, or perhaps the pure thunderous German fury of the Bogner Überschall. Whatever module you choose, you have selectable IRs for all 3 channels, and you can run that straight into the mixing board or use it to power a cabinet, or both. But can it handle the variety of different gigs that get thrown at me? We're gonna find out today. As always, today's video is brought to you guys by everybody who supports my channel over on my Patreon page at patreon.com/BenEllerGuitars. Sign up today, even for just $1 a month. You're going to get access to a ton of bonus videos, backing tracks, downloadable tabs, and so much more. This week, everybody who supports my channel is going to get access to a very special ad-free and extended cut of this video with more licks, more riffs, more tones, a little bit more of everything, and 0 ads. So be sure to check that out over on the Patreon page, patreon.com/BenEllerGuitars. I'll see you there. So one of my most frequent gigs is alongside my buddy Ashley Licks in our hair metal tribute band Skankbanger. Yes, it is a very classy band. And for that gig, I need a nice sparkly clean tone, I need a good driven rhythm guitar sound, and a scalding hot lead shred sound. And of course, a ridiculous guitar, like this amazing custom Sully that I'm playing here today. This has got the Seymour Duncan RTM bridge pickup, sounds amazing. So if I was doing that gig, I would bring along the Friedman BE-DLX module. This is actually designed by Friedman. It's the BE, the Ben Eller module, my signature, as we all know. And let's just see if the SYN-20 can get the job done with that configuration here. So on channel 1, this is the amp's built-in clean sound. Nothing fancy, just what you need. The clean tone on this is really basic. There's a volume control and a just general tone control, which is totally fine by me. Let's get to the fun stuff. Check out the first channel of the BE here, which I have set up as a nice chunky rock rhythm sound. But wait, there's more, because I also still have channel 3 here, which is set to broil. That'll do. I also spend a fair amount of my time on the shimmering seas of yacht rock, playing classics by Hall & Oates, Steely Dan, and other solid gold classic 70s hits. Now, if I was playing the SYN-20 on one of those gigs, I would grab myself a Strat, like my Fender American Ultra here, and I would probably end up using the OS module, which is the Overdrive Special, or as some might know it, the Overpriced Special. If I load that guy in there, I've still got that Channel 1 clean tone that's always built in and the same no matter what module you're using. I can switch over to a fatter, warmer clean sound on the Overdrive Special. Little LRB never hurt anybody, right? I love those warm, clean tones on the OS module. Sounds really slick. But for that gig, I've also got to have that big, fat, sustaining, singing lead tone. Something that's distorted but not too edgy sounding. And that OS module does that beautifully. Check this out. And yes, I know that's not actually how he plays that ascending pentatonic run. Thanks. If you like pina coladas, you'll probably like that one. So on the complete other end of the musical spectrum are the heavier, more brutal gigs that I do, for which I will need something pointy and angular, like this Jackson American Series Soloist HT right here. And Synergy has a lot of super high gain modules to choose from. One of my favorites is the Bogner Überschall. It's super tight, really pissed sounding, really articulate, and it has a hysterical amount of gain. Like what you're about to hear is with the gain on like 10 o'clock, and there's so much more to go past that. And again, I've got the built-in clean sound plus two different sounds I can assign to the Überschall. So I can have one that's a really dirty sound and one that's even more dirtier. Another one of my favorites that they do, especially for really low tune stuff, is the direct module, which, as you could probably guess, sounds like a dual rectifier. I'm gonna need something with more strings on it, so here's this Ernie Ball Music Man JP15 7-string. Ain't that thing pretty? Woo! It's too much. It's too brutal. Like I mentioned earlier, this is a 20-watt amp, and I know somebody out there is wondering if that's loud enough to gig with, because that doesn't sound like much, right? 22 watts is more than enough to keep up with your drummer, I assure you. And this thing is louder than usual. Like, I don't know what's going on with the circuitry inside of this thing, but the amount of power that it has coming through a cab is kind of insane. The first time I plugged it up, it was through a little 112 cab, and it like shocked me at how loud it was, even with the volume at like a reasonable level. It is more than loud enough to keep up at a band practice or a gig. Sometimes I get a call to get on a gig and get a little bit funky on stuff, and for that occasion I will need another Fender Stratocaster. This is an American Ultra also. Isn't it cool looking though? And I've loaded up the B-Man module. That's the Bin Man, as they don't call me. Now this is obviously modeled after like a Bassman type clean, and it is perfect, especially with a compressor in front. I've got the exotic SP compressor right now. It's perfect with a Strat for all those clanky, funky Strat tones. Check this out. So a lot of my first gigging experience was playing in a just standard classic rock bar band, playing the kind of tunes that you wish you could bring like a Marshall Plexi to, except that you like murder half of the crowd with your first power chord, you know? But Synergy makes a Plexi module that gives you those tones at a manageable volume, and it's perfect for that classic rock sound, especially if you got a big fat 10-pound Les Paul. Everything you need, nothing you don't. And it's just like our man Don Pardo said, but wait, there's more, because they have so many different modules you can check out over on the Synergy website. Something for every gig. If I had a country gig, I would take my Sir Telecaster and grab the Dr. Z module. There's an actual Dr. Z one, pretty amazing. Or maybe their Deluxe, that sounds just like a Fender Deluxe, it's amazing. If I had a blues gig, I wouldn't take it because I'm a blues player. There really is a little bit of something for everybody, no matter what gig it is. And with the super lightweight and compact size of the SYN-20, you're also gonna make it in and out of the show without breaking your back, which is pretty nice. It's actually a pretty cool idea. You could walk in with your guitar in one hand and your SYN-20 in the other hand with whatever module you need already slid into it. And you could run that just direct into the PA and play off of a wedge, and that's it. You wouldn't even have to bring a cab. I might be talking myself into using this for every gig because that sounds so nice. Because I'm here to tell you guys, loading up a 100 watt full stack up the steps to my studio after a skank banger gig when it's 4 o'clock in the morning and my makeup is running and my feet hurt is not the most fun thing in the world. So this is a really great solution. Also, if you're recording at home too, because you can run this straight into your interface with the built-in IRs and just grab a bunch of different modules and have something for every occasion. It's like a modeling rig, except it's real tube power. Pretty amazing stuff. So there you have it, kids. One rig to rule them all with the new Synergy SYN-20. Thank you guys so much for watching. Be sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and ring the bell for notifications every time I upload a new slice of fried gold. Stay tuned next week for some more wicked guitar stuff coming at you. Be sure to check out the extended and ad-free cut of this video over on the Patreon page at patreon.com/BenEllerGuitars. It's also where you're going to find a community of awesome people like yourself and hundreds of bonus goodies, even for just $1 a month. So don't delay, sign up today. Well guys, it's been fun as always, but I got some practicing to do to get to the gig, and I got to decide which module I want to load into my SYN-20. As for you guys, I recommend getting away from the computer machine, grabbing a guitar, and mashing some rope. Less clicking, more picking.